Yo, what up? What up? What up? We're gonna see how good we're gonna test just how good this internet is today with these high winds. Whew. Trees doing like this out there. Crazy. Man. When y'all get up in here. Kwame Kaji, what up, man? Y'all go ahead, get up in here. Tan, what up? Brother Zeke, what up? Carrington, what up, dog? What you mean? What happened to the last live? Oh, that's because I had deleted that shit. I had said some hate speech type shit at the beginning. Yeah, I had to go ahead and take that one down before they took me down, man. Sorry about that. You can still find it on Rumble though. Still over on Rumble. Cam, what up, dog? Still find it on Rumble, man. Man, this shit don't make no sense right here. Tan say you I'm hauling garden hoses to Maryland, 287 pounds from Waco, Texas, Storm of Beast. You mean 2,700? Well, I don't know what you mean. Or they 287 pounds a piece? God damn. They fire hoses? Stephen, what up, man? Yeah, some real vicious high winds out there. The wind out here is blowing so hard that you know how they have like the little speed sensors that's like a traffic sign with your speed on there. The wind was blowing at that shit and it said 41 miles an hour. I said, damn. That's how hard the wind is blowing, man. That's how hard the wind is blowing right now. Kwame Kaju, thanks for the cash out. Don't let that brother be alone. All right, man. Let's go ahead and take off, man. So some of y'all might have heard about this news story. Some of y'all maybe not. I got one straight from the mouth of madness today. Now, Keisha and Brad will always tell you, and Becky will always tell you that so-called black men are a danger to the community. They will tell you that they got black fatigue, right? Oh, the weight in the trailer. Oh, you ain't got no weight, nigga. You fuck around. The weight in the trailer is 287 pounds. So it's an LTL load. Shit. Damn. I'll be paranoid. I know your truck doing like this. Your truck doing how Stevie Wonder be doing when he playing the piano. Shit. Damn. Woo. Yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep. Yeah, it's windy the motherfucker here, man. Trust me, it is. But everybody will always try to tell you that the so-called black man is a danger to the community. You know, and the crazy part is they will mostly tell you this because of random street crime that by and large doesn't affect them. When you be hearing people talking about, oh, what about the crime in Chicago? What about the crime in Chicago? You live somewhere in Greenwich, Connecticut. How the fuck does that affect you? How does street crime in Chicago affect you for you to be mentioning it and using it as a political football? Right? But they will tell us that so-called black men, which make up 3 to 5% of this country's population in total, are the most dangerous group of people out here, right? Even though the fastest rising prison population is, you guessed it, Keisha, right? Well, the one I got today, like I said before, is straight from the mouth of madness, complete madness, complete madness. Fair use, man, fair use. Saul, what up, man? This shit is crazy, man. Texas woman arrested for putting razor blades in bread at Walmart, police say. Here she go right here. I don't know what the fuck that is on her nose. There she go. A woman from Texas is facing criminal charges in Mississippi after she allegedly put razor blades inside of loaves of bread at Walmart locations, the city of Biloxi police say. Wait a minute. Oh. The incident unfolded Monday when authorities responded to reports of patrons finding razor blades and loaves of bread that were displayed for sale at a Walmart at 2168 Court Switzer Senior Drive, according to a news release from the Biloxi police. That's it for the article? Oh, that same day, officers responded to the same complaint at a different Walmart in town at 2050 Pass Road. After reviewing the surveillance footage and investigating the incident, Biloxi authorities identified 33-year-old Camille Benson as a person of interest, the news release said. Benson was arrested Tuesday after police had received information that she had been seen in the 1000 block of Division Street. And here she is again, looking crazy to the motherfucker. Lieutenant Candace Young, the Biloxi Police Department's public information officer, told the Express News that the officers who arrested Benson noted that her identification card listed a Texas-based address. Benson faces a charge of attempted mayhem. She was being held at the Harrison County Adult Detention Center Wednesday with a bail set at $100,000. At this time, the Biloxi Police Department would like for all citizens who have bought bread from Walmart locations in the city of Biloxi to carefully check for any sharp objects, and if any objects are found, please contact the Biloxi Police Department, authority said. I can't think of any reason besides the intent to do bodily harm why you would want to endanger the food supply. This is crazier than regular street crime. This is crazy in a regular street crime. You are going into, it's got to be some mental illness here. It's got to be. It's got to be some mental illness here, because how does anybody think that in today's world that you can get away with something like this? How would you ever think that with all of the cameras? How would you ever think that you could get away with this? And again, why? Why you don't know who could be? It could be children. You don't know who. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. Tan, y'all remember the black woman with the pink sauce? She kind of remind me, but yeah, that's a whole different thing. The black woman with the pink sauce, that was that was like an arts and crafts project going awry. And she even said to herself that when she first started advertising, she didn't think it was sales, mostly a joke, but people wanted to buy it. People wanted to buy it, and her business model wasn't bad. But what she probably should have did is like contracted with some type of food producer to make that shit for her in a more controlled and sanitary environment. That's all it would have took. She'd still be selling pink sauce today. That's different. That's yeah, that's like an arts and crafts project going awry. I don't know what inert ingredient that she put in there that made it pink. I have no idea. I don't know what the ingredients are, but that's a whole different thing from deciding to insert razor blades into bread that people are going to eat. And especially around this time of year when you got people getting together the meals and shit that they're going to have for the holidays. This is actually a very, this to me, this is a crime of moral turpitude. This is a very, very vicious crime, right? It's a very, very vicious crime. But I think, like it goes most of the time, Keisha's gonna get a slap on the wrist and get out there and keep fucking with people's food. That's what I think most likely is gonna happen. But this is what we're gonna start doing when we get stories like this. From now on, this is how we're gonna move when we get stories like this. One of you brothers said it the other day. I think it was Science Guy when we was talking about the so-called black woman that was eating dog food off the floor with dogs, completely humiliating herself. And shout out to Science Guy. I really, my memory tells me that was him. Shout out to him. He said there's no black male equivalent to this. And now this is how we go move every time something like this come up. I want to know right now, have y'all ever heard of a black male equivalent to this? Have you? Have you ever heard of a black male equivalent to this? Because I haven't. I haven't. Never heard no shit like this. A black male equivalent to this. That's all she needed. Carrington Morris. An additive to prevent spoiling during shipment. That's all? Oh shit, she'll still be sexy. Yeah, but stop me if you've ever heard of a black male equivalent to this. If you ever heard of a black man going around and just waking up one day and decided to endanger the food supply. Just fuck it. I'm gonna find I'm gonna go in a random store, random Walmart, and and put and put razor blades in bread. When people got to make lunches, school lunches for their kids, lunches for themselves at work, lunch meat sandwiches. When people gotta, when people are getting together, food for the holidays. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go ahead and put some razor blades in bread. I, what I'm curious about is there a motive for this shit? What is the motive? What will possess you to go and do some shit like this? What is the motive for this shit? That was a black man that did that. Big dog. Big Dog Productions, right? Story wise, there was a dude that sprayed Raid on the food at the grocery store. Okay, okay. Wait, let me look that up. Not that I'm fact checking you. I want to see is this yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. It was also a Mexican dude that was jagging off in I think he was jagging off in they coffee or something, and they locked his ass up because he gave them herpes. I mean, damn. Yeah, it's got to be some type of mental illness here. It's got to be. It's got to be. But remember, this is a harbinger of things to come. This is a harbinger of things to come. We are fast approaching that future that I told y'all about. We are fast approaching the future that I told y'all about, where it's gonna be the three M's for so-called black women: marriage, military, or mental institution. Right? Yep. That's definitely in the cards. And I think that they're gonna get his demographic so much goddamn rope to hang themselves with that when they finally make that decision, nobody's gonna have a problem with it. People gonna be like, it's about fucking time. That's what people are gonna say. It's about fucking time. I was fucking sick of them anyway. I'm tired of the bad customer service. I'm tired of have to argue over every little thing. I'm tired of all of the dirty ass motherfucking looks. I'm tired of seeing videos with white women wearing braids outside and getting harassed. Right? I'm tired of the road rage. I'm tired of seeing these videos, these bitches fighting in the stores. I'm tired of my bandwidth being took up by baddies. And and when that happens, like Jay-Z saying, when that happens, nigga, that's it. That's it. That's it. Cause this shit is getting to the point where, and I wish I was wrong. I predicted this on my Patreon years ago, but I wish I was wrong when I said that it's gonna come to a point where they damn near aren't gonna be allowed in public spaces. Where have I calmed down on the roasting? Hell no, boy. Hell no. If a motherfucker bring me a roast target, I'm gonna sizzle their ass. Hell no, I ain't calmed down on the motherfucking roasting. I'm finna do shit to switch my channel up a little bit, but hell no, I ain't calmed down on no roasting. Uh-uh. Hell no. Nope. Mm-mm. I'm gonna start uploading these shits to my website, but no, I'm hell no. I haven't calmed down on no damn roasting. Mm-mm, mm-mm, nope, shit. If anything, I don't ran out of motherfuckers to roast. I don't ran out of motherfuckers to roast. You don't none of y'all realize how much smaller of a place nigga YouTube is than it used to be because of me. Shit. Eliminated damn near half of black YouTube. And a lot of other motherfuckers just stop making videos. Yeah, seven and yeah, a lot, cops do not like dealing with them. Nope, they do not like dealing with them. How about calm down on the roaster? Hell no, I ain't calm down on the roaster. Carrington Moore says, if I could be president for one day, one of the first things I would change would do is cancel reality TV and Lifetime. If I could be the president for one day, I will put Eagles fans in FEMA camps. I will put for not just Eagles but Philadelphia sports fans. I will put you motherfuckers in FEMA camps to segregate y'all from the rest of society because y'all are sick. Y'all are fucking sick. Y'all are the only fucking NFL team that need a goddamn courtroom and a jailhouse and a police station inside their stadium. Y'all once booed a damn 8-year-old girl that was singing the fucking national anthem at a hockey game. A black girl too, which made it worse. Y'all clapped when Derrick Rose got hurt against y'all in the playoffs. Y'all are some sick motherfuckers. Y'all need to be segregated from society and psychologically examined and re-educated to be regular fucking sports fans like everybody else. Straight up. That's what I would do if I was president for a day. I had these motherfuckers in FEMA camps and they goddamn uniforms to be Eagles pajamas. Shit. Straight up. Now, what the fuck wrong with Philadelphia fans, man? They some sick minded motherfuckers though. I'll lock all of you motherfuckers up. Yup. Yes, they are that bad. I will lock all of these motherfuckers up. I would even lock up the motherfucking Philly fanatic mascot. Lock that motherfucker up too. Lock up Ron Jaworski. Lock up Donovan McNabb. All of them. Lock up LaShawn McCoy. Lock their ass up. Go get all of them. Put their ass in them big ass motherfucking Oshkosh trucks and take them straight to a motherfucking train and take their ass to a FEMA camp. Yep. Yep. I don't care where your ass live. It'd be an open hunt for you motherfuckers that's Philadelphia sports fans. I catch a motherfucker with a goddamn Phillies cap on or Eagles cap, round they ass up, lock them up. Straight up. Yeah, y'all are terrible. Even my cheesemo here, that nigga have to go too. Lock their ass. Lock their ass. We have to get another DJ, man. Lock that nigga up, man. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was president for the day. Straight up, man. Detroit 313 says, if I could be president, I'm gonna create a bill called Jenny Craig Weight Loss Program Act. Also, would you do like what they do in Japan? You know, in Japan, they have like I think they tax you more money or whatever if you not in shape. And then they like assign you a personal trainer that you gotta like report to or get a fine to get your ass in shape, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. But this crime right here, man, I can't even fathom what would make somebody do this. Is it voices that she thinks she's hearing inside of her head? Is has she endured some type of trauma that's made her literally angry at the whole world? How she did this? Well, not how she did it, but what the fuck possessed her to do this? And then again, like I would think that if people are going to do something illegal, one of the first thing that factors in is how can I get away with this? Quiet Storm Rice. I'll be honest with you, I thought you were going to take a break from streaming after reading that article yesterday and only do Patreon videos. The streaming software was pissing me off. The streaming software was pissing me the fuck off. Straight up. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, and they threw popcorn at what Russell Westbrook after he rolled his ankle. Yeah, like the man already hurt. Why harass him? Cam writes, a female from Philly who's got me locked up a couple years back. Thank God I escaped. I'm glad you escaped too. Saul writes, I'll create a paternity fraud and false accusations database. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, hiring a personal trainer is healthcare. It is. Just like attending to the mental health problems of Philadelphia sports fans, that's healthcare too. That is healthcare too. This is a nationwide crisis with these motherfuckers. Straight up. They need to be evaluated to find out what the fuck is wrong with them. This is modern fucking sports. This is modern sports. This ain't the goddamn gladiator games in ancient Rome where you cheering because motherfuckers got mortally wounded and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's about what's on the scoreboard. It ain't about a blood on the ground or some motherfucker lay on the ground holding their leg. Philly sports fans, the fuck is wrong with y'all? Saul writes they need to require journalists to report potential child abuse. That article yesterday should have been anonymous. Yeah, it should. I'll go back through it to see who wrote it, but most likely they write under a pseudonym anyway. Most likely, unless they dumb. Yeah, you right, Saul. Like it's Road Warrior or Rollerball or some shit. Like, no, this is regular modern sports. It shouldn't come to that. Just like I don't like that fucking Michael Parsons is hurt. See, Bears fans, we not like that. We don't like when people from other teams. We want y'all at full strength, so you can't have any excuse. I think that if you went and asked Bears fans damn near you unanimously, we would say no. We don't want Michael Parsons or Watson to be hurt. We want them motherfuckers at full strength. No excuses. None. We not like that though. We not like how Philly fans are. It's sad, man. Let me see if I can find something else on this. Get some news video going on. Shit, that shit trending. As soon as I said women put, the whole bunch of shit popped up. Damn, do any news have their own website now? Everybody's working through YouTube. Okay. LG Wear. I'll make note of that. But that's most likely a pseudonym. I promise you. Fair use, fair use.
So it was clear that the razor blades had been shoved through the plastic packaging. They found, once they had a couple of reports from customers returning items that they had found once they got home to have been compromised with razor blades. They checked all of their stock on the floor. Like I said, they found several items that had been compromised with razor blades. Saw that it happened, from the outside. It wasn't like this happened to the bread and then the bread was packaged.
It's fucking sick. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Big Dog Productions writes, I think you should deconstruct some of those combos on that it might be risky panel joint. Well, I wouldn't have any problem doing that, but what would the copyright flagging look like? What would the copyright flagging look like? Because it kills me that the same demographic, same niggas that was remember when damn near every motherfucking video made by a black person on YouTube was a Kevin Samuels reaction video. Y'all remember them days? Y'all remember them days? Remember them days?
On December 5th, when a customer found a razor blade in a banana nut muffin.
Store associates, combed through their merchandise. They couldn't find any other compromised items. Thought, hey, this is just an isolated event.
2 days later, on the 7th, a customer at the neighborhood Walmart on Pass Road found a razor in a loaf of bread. But police were not called until the 15th, after yet another customer at the Supercenter found razor blades in a loaf of brioche bread.
They also, at that time, found a muffin that had a fish hook in it. Somebody had poked those items through the plastic packaging.
Miraculously, there had...
Oh, I know what this is now. I know what this is now. This is Trump derangement syndrome right here. Look at the product that she was putting the razor blades into. That's a product. I mean, I've eaten brioche bread, but I make fun of it and call it yuppie cornbread. So it looks like she was targeting white people with this, probably because of Trump derangement syndrome. Yep. Why does it start out in mute?
Woman, 33-year-old Camille Benson, who's now charged with attempted mayhem. Her motive unclear. NBC News has not been able to reach Benson for comment.
One resident in Biloxi who didn't want to go on camera is wondering what everyone else is. Why would someone do this?
Why would somebody do this?
I'm not sure.
I find that to be a fascinating question. All we can do is speculate, so let's do that. First, this woman has several tattoos on her face, a pretty clear visual cue that something's not totally clicking. Besides that, your instinctual alarm bells should be ringing at every image you see of this person. At first thought, you'd think, oh, she's on drugs. But she did this at 2 different locations, obviously at different times. Being on drugs does not preclude you from knowing right from wrong. She knows this is wrong, and that's why she was sneaky when she did this. So what could possibly be the motivation here? First, let's look at another big case of food tampering when this idiot pulled a prank on this food. It's pretty clear to me that this is a stupid person who completely detached himself from the reality of what he was doing in search of defying society's rules for clicks. He simply wasn't smart enough to understand the gravity of his actions. All of this makes sense, and it isn't hard to understand. But this? The only reason you put razor blades into bread is to harm strangers.
So that's who y'all was talking about. But I'm not trying to duck accountability or nothing, but he looked like he a member of the Rainbow Tribe. So wait, let's go back to that. Yeah, dude looked like a member of the Rainbow Tribe. So I mean, the nigga had a pink bandana on. There you go. Okay. Show us the straight black male equivalent of this. There is none. Because this nigga is clearly, you know, his whole facial expression look gay. Point us to the straight black male equivalent of this shit here. Please. Since we supposed to be so goddamn dangerous. Yeah, this boy is sweet as hell. So no, this do not count against our scope right here.
That this is a stupid person who completely detached himself from the reality of what he was doing in search of defying society's rules for clicks. He simply wasn't smart enough to understand the gravity of his actions. All of this makes sense, and it isn't hard to understand. But this? The only reason you put razor blades into bread is to harm strangers. And what payoff is there for this? There's only the hope you've harmed someone and the further complete degradation of society and trust. Why would this person want that? If we look solely at a psychological perspective, this is a person drowning in misery that wants to spread it to others. Misery loves company, as they say. But this is particularly nefarious. Evil. Would anyone question
drowning in misery and wants to spread it to others? Who does that sound like? Drowning in misery and wants to spread it to others. Wow. Wow. Damn. Y'all heard that part, right? Drowning in misery and wants to spread it to others. Damn.
Denies the existence of evil, perhaps we should remember that it's real and all around us. And we should question what or who is driving people to do things like this.
What was that weird tape on her nose too? I'm still not understanding what the hell was that, man. What was that weird tape on her nose? That shit is odd. Very odd. Very odd. Very, very odd. But like I was saying about, I digress for a second. What I was saying about when I asked, remember when damn near every video made by a black person on YouTube was a Kevin Samuels reaction video. Now these same niggas now, if you react to their channel, they're gonna flag you. They're gonna they got it in their settings for it to automatically flag if somebody feature part of their shit. They do. I don't set my shit like that because I feature other people's shit. I'm not a hypocrite. That's why I don't have my settings like that. But you know, it is what it is. Right? Well, today we ventured into the mouth of madness. We saw a person that was so miserable and so angry at other people that they threatened one of the most vulnerable targets in our life, and that's our food supply. But even though you see somebody doing something like this, they will call straight so-called black men dangerous ones. Goddamn shame. We'll be back at 5:15, man. It's been a Black Pill PSA. Peace.